Namaste students, Hamesha Kushovitia. I am JVN's Dr. Neeraj Dholia, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. So students, today we are going to discuss the topic which was incomplete in the previous lecture, microsporogenesis and the microgametogenesis. So this topic comes under the subject developmental biology. So let's start. So gametogenesis is the development of the gametophyte, microgametophyte. And what is the microgametophyte? It is a three-cell stage in a pollen grain. Okay, so that is known as the microgametophyte. So we have discussed that in flowering plants it occurs with a microspore mother cell inside the anther of the plant. So the gametogenesis is divided into the two parts or two stages in the higher plants, micro sporogenesis and microgametogenesis. So we have seen in this structure, this is a flow diagram of the formation of the microsporogenesis and microgametogenesis. So what is that? That the androecium have the various uh, minute structures like the stamen, filament, and the anthers. And the pollen grains that carry the male gamete are contained in the anthers. So the anther is anatomically divided into the lobes and that are further divided into the chambers. So the chambers, we know the chambers as a microsporangia. So microsporangia having the pollens. So the another name of the microspongia is the pollen sac because they having the pollens. So there is a cell that is known as the uh, parent cell for the pollen sac. So that is the archosporial cell. So what is the archosporial cell? The cell which develops the pollen sac is known as the archosporial cells. So this archosporial cell divides into the outer and inner layers. The inner layers forms a sporangious tissue or cell that form the pollen mother cell. So this is the diagram where the various stages of the anther development and micro microsporogenesis is shown. So this is the archosporial cell. The two layers which is formed by the archosporial cells. One is forms the sporangious cell or the tissue. Okay, so the endothecium, middle layer, tapetum are the various layers of the developing anther. Okay, so these are the anthers. It's covered by tapetum. The middle layers, microscope mother cells are there. Okay, and this sac-like structure is known as the pollen sac, and these are the inside the pollen sac. There are the pollen grains. Okay, so the sporangious tissue is surrounded by the tapetum layer, which provided the nourishment to the pollen or the microspore mother cell present in the sporangious tissue. Okay, so we discussed that the archosporial cell makes the two layers. One is the inner and one is the outer. So the inner layer makes the sporangious tissue, and the sporangious tissue again is surrounded by the tapetum. Okay, so the tapetum gives the nourishment to the pollen and the pollen, or the we can say the microspore mother cell, so which are present in the sporangious tissue. So the microspore mother cell is a diploid, and it divides it the meiotic divisions are there to form the haploid microspores or the pollens. So the pollens or the microspore are genetically haploid in nature. So this describes the process of the microsporogenesis. So this is the microsporogenesis. So what is the microgametogenesis? So microgametogenesis is the further ahead steps of the for the microsporogenesis. So the pollen grains is a haploid cell, and that is made up of the two layers. The outer is the exine layer, which is derived from the tapetum, and the inner layer is called the intine layer. Okay, so the exine is present all around the pollen grain, except in one small part from which the pollen tube emerges after the pollination. So basically what happens that the pollen grains is having the two layers. one internal layer known as the intine, one external layer known as the exine layer. So exine layer covers the whole pollen grain, but there is a specific space uh, which is not having the outer layer of or the exine. So this part is known as the uh, pore. Okay, so the pollen tube is generated from this part of the pollen grain. Okay, so the small part is known as the germ pore. So what we termed it is termed as the germ pore. So the pollen grains divided into the two halves. Okay, one pollen grain divided into two halves, and two nucleuses are there. One the small generative nucleus, and other is the larger vegetative nucleus. So according to the nucleuses, there are two cells are there in a one pollen grains. So one is known as the generative cell, okay, which will give rise to the male nuclei, uh, two male nuclei, whereas the vegetative cell give rise to the pollen tube. Okay, so the two cells, the one is the generative cell, one is the vegetative cell. Generative cell give rise to the two male nuclei, and vegetative cell give rise to the pollen tube. So this stage is this explains the process of microgametogenesis. So in this form, we say that this is the microgamete. Okay. So thank you. I hope you are satisfied with this detailed session. And if you have any query, please write in the comment box. This session is powered by Digital Version 2 Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University Jaipur. Thank you.